Hey guys, yet another bingo here on YouTube. Today I would like to share with you my recipe for these edible All Might hair. Another anime body part that the main protagonist ate to gain power besides Sukuna's finger. So essentially what we're making is caramel candy, which requires only cheap, easy to get ingredients, is rather easy to make, and tastes super good. So for this recipe, all you need are 200 grams of sugar and 100 grams of water. I used hot water so the sugar can already start dissolving. The process is rather simple, but there are definitely a few tips to look out for to get the most successful result. So firstly, make sure the sugar is well dissolved before it boils. Because when it starts boiling, we're not supposed to stir it at all. At this point, it's good to put it on low heat and stir it from time to time to help the dissolving process while not bringing it to its boiling state. If you see any undissolved sugar on the side of the pot, you can brush it down. After the sugar is all dissolved, turn up the heat and make it boil. At this point, avoid stirring it. Just let it cook on its own all the way to the end. It's perfectly fine undisturbed. Dip your brush in cold water and from time to time brush down any sugar that is burning on the side of the pot. For me, I waited for about 5 minutes for it to start turning color and a little more than 10 minutes until I get the color that I want. Once it starts turning brown, the color will start getting deeper and deeper very quickly, so make sure to turn the heat down or just remove it from the heat when it starts turning golden. If it's not burned enough, it is always possible to burn it more after, but not the other way around. After it is removed from the heat, let it cool a bit until it stops bubbling. To get the accurate blonde hair color, don't let your caramel burn too much. However, your sugar should appear to be a little bit darker than golden like this. Because we're making very thin line decoration, the color will eventually look lighter than it is in the pot right now. So use a teaspoon, get some caramel from the pot and start drizzling it on the baking paper. I'm going to try and make it exactly the same as his hair in this scene in the anime. There are definitely ways to make it look like realistic human hair, but that's not what I'm going for. So from the reference picture, there's a curve to the hair, it's not a straight line. Also, since it's in anime, the hair is not as thin as regular hair. So to achieve that, I kept my teaspoon about 5 centimeters above the baking paper and used the drizzling sugar to draw this sort of curving line. It might be a bit harder at the beginning, so just keep the ugly line on one side of the paper, but the line will very soon become smooth, so you can start drawing the curve. These lines only take very little amount of sugar each time, so there will be a lot of sugar left in the pot, which will actually start to become solid very quickly. So if it starts to become less fluid, put it back on stove and keep it warm on low heat. If you're not gonna use up all the sugar, which is very likely to happen unless you're making a huge amount, I recommend you add in some more hot water to make caramel sauce. And use it for other desserts, for example caramel fling. After about 10 to 20 minutes, the caramel hair will completely turn solid. At this stage, it should be very easy to peel them from the baking paper. Just break them at these points to make each hair. Be careful, these are after all very thin line made of sugar, so it's rather fragile and can break easily. So if you'd like to plate them, use a baking paper sprayed with non-sticking spray or cooking oil so that it doesn't stick to the plate. I try to plate it as a thin party dessert, so I made this All Might cardboard that says "Eat this" and stand it behind the plate. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and please subscribe to join me on my finger journey. I also have an Instagram account where I post my anime fan arts and more anime inspired food that I don't show in videos. So if you're interested and would like to check it out, that's always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.